Hello and welcome to Before Our Friends Die on the Akin and Saltfish Digital Network. You're joined by me, Kahvan, and I've got a very, very special guest here with me today. AK, how's it going? Basically, we're here today to celebrate our Health and Wellbeing Extravaganza. This is for the GEM Staff Network at the University of Northampton. And AK, you're a professional footballer, right? And I think you've got a really interesting perspective on what it is to be an elite sports person and to maintain your health and well-being. So first of all, what position do you play?
I play right back.
Okay. And what sort of stuff do you need to be a right back? Is it power? Is it strength? Is it speed?
It's more like just endurance. Like
okay.
Game, like just getting up and down and stuff. And a bit of power and speed as well helps. Yeah.
Nice. And what's a day in the life like then for you? How, first thing you wake up when?
Probably wake up at like 8:30.
Nice.
8:30, just get up, have a little bit for breakfast, and then just make your way in, meet the boys. Then activation before training.
What's that look like?
It's just like in front of mats and stuff, we'll be doing stretches, like activating certain muscles before we begin training. And then we'll head over, start a warm up, and then training. And then after that it's just lunch and head home.
If you didn't do the activation, what would be the outcome for you?
No, it's just it decreases the possibility of getting injured and stuff. So obviously, like, it's better to like activate your muscles as much as possible if you're doing exercise and stuff. So yeah, it's just one of those things, injury prevention.
Would you say that's specific for an elite sports person, or would you recommend someone like myself doing activation as well?
For anyone that's just doing activity and stuff, it's just like, it's obviously better to warm your muscles up before you like jump straight into any sort of like exercises, whether you're going at the gym or doing jogging or anything. So yeah, that sort of stuff.
Do you enjoy it? Because I'm not gonna lie, like I'm meant to be stretching, after and before a workout, but I find it very boring, so I tend to skip it. And
it's like, it's one of those where it's just better to do it. I know it's not the most enjoyable thing, but like it's just like you only notice it if you do get injured. That's when you'll notice.
Do you have like coaches then that sort of bring you through these activations, or are you doing it self-directed?
No, we have coaches who just like SEC coaches that like walk us through exercises, like different parts of our body, like calf, hamstring, whatever.
Yeah.
Trying to activate everything really. Yeah.
How important is a coach for you?
No, it just helps obviously, like whether you're doing like the right form and stuff, like really like you'll be doing the exercise and they can just do little adjustments to just make sure you're doing it properly and like just activating it properly really.
Nice. So when we were going through the day in your life, you mentioned breakfast and you mentioned lunch. What do those meals look like for you?
For me, I'm quite simple. Like obviously, cereal is good for me or something like that. Like maybe some toast. I don't really like to eat too much before like I do exercise because I'd rather like play like not feeling too full.
Okay.
But everyone's different.
Yeah.
And stuff. But yeah, lunch obviously is just different every day, provided by the club and stuff. So yeah, we know what's coming, but we don't. It's different each day, sort of thing.
What was the lunch today?
Today it was spaghetti bolognese. Yeah, spaghetti bolognese.
Out of 10?
Yeah. No, it's alright. It's like a 7.
Solid 7. I could take that. What's it like in off season for you? Are you still training?
Yeah, obviously the first few weeks are normally just like sort of chilled out, like doing like maybe a little bit of jogging and stuff, like nothing too strenuous. Obviously you need a break after a long season and stuff. So, and then like let's say the other 4 weeks you start building yourself up again, like doing a bit of like sort of endurance running and all work and strength work, and just picking it back up again. And it's sort of quite active. You don't really get like a proper like time where you're doing nothing sort of thing.
Do you think that's valuable then, like, to stay on it?
Yeah. Oh, it's different for like every player and stuff. Like some players would rather just like chill out and do nothing and then like hit the ground running and just like go for it and stuff. But me, I'd rather just keep doing stuff like and keep active, because when I stop, I feel like it's quite hard to get back up again for me personally.
Yeah. How old are you?
I'm 22.
Okay, so I've got a brother who's 29, and he's a semi-pro footballer, right? And he would have been a pro if it wasn't for the knee injury. You know the whole story, right? But basically, when he's on off-season, he now says he needs to train during the off-season, because previously he could, take some time off, live his life, whatever, and come back to it. But now he's getting older. He's not got that in the tank anymore. So yeah, if you're doing that at 22, you're doing the right thing, man. Keeping your body in shape year round. Love it. Okay, so when I just used the toilet in the changing room there, and you know one thing I noticed? There was a hydration chart right in front of me. It said, how hydrated are you? And it had like different scales. It made me think, how important is hydration for you as an elite athlete? Now, for me, as a regular person in society, hydration is important, but you know, if one day I'm number 10, I'm not really too bothered, I'll just fix it the next day. But for you, what sort of impact does it have on your life and your career?
It's sort of one of those things where you're just doing it without even noticing. Like all the time, you've always just got a water bottle there, just sipping throughout the day and stuff. Like you'll notice it more, like if you don't do it, sort of thing. Because I think most of us do. Like just always have a water bottle like with us, just always sipping throughout the day. Like especially on game days as well. Like it's obviously important to drink throughout the day, even when you're not even when you're not at the club yet, or like getting ready for a game, even when you're at home and stuff. But yeah, it's important. Yeah.
Nice. A couple last things from me. So nutrition. I heard, I don't know how true this is, but I heard before a match, footballers that have a lot of carbs to get energy for the game. Particularly, I suppose, for yourself with endurance, carbs is king there. But then, when it comes to after the match, it's just pure roast chicken, protein, beef. Is that accurate?
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Obviously, you need the carbs for that 90 minutes you're going to play, so a lot of energy is going to be used. So obviously having that store of energy from the carbs helps like quite a lot and stuff. And then obviously after the game, basically just protein heavy after the game.
Nice.
You don't need that much carbs afterwards.
One final thing from me. So we've spoken a lot about how the sort of work that you do, the sort of effort you put in. But how important for you is recovery, and what sort of things do you do for recovery?
Now, obviously, like with quite a busy schedule, recovery is just like really important, especially in our league and stuff. We'll have a recovery day to ourselves where we can just do what we want, like stretches, like going to the jacuzzi or whatever, like just basically like flowing out the muscles. And then when we come in, we'll have like a active recovery. So obviously we'll be working with the SEC coach. We'll be in the gym just doing sort of like injury prevention stuff again, and then obviously just stretches and stuff like that, just to just keep us getting ready for the next game. Really.
Have you ever tried cryotherapy?
I haven't personally, but obviously I've seen it been used at like clubs that have been out and stuff, and I think everyone said it's like really beneficial and stuff. But,
it's hard work, man. For 3 minutes, it's tough work, but it's definitely a mental game. What about ice baths? You ever tried any of those?
Yeah, I've done that.
What are your thoughts?
It's obviously, it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah. He's not wrong. Appreciate your time, man. So thank you. If you enjoyed that and you enjoyed me speaking to AK, make sure you check out the Health and Wellbeing Extravaganza at the University of Northampton on the 28th of October, Friday, in the Learning Hub. We're going to have loads of different organisations there talking to you about maintaining your health and wellbeing. And one final question from me, AK, is what advice would you give to anyone who's trying to improve their health and wellbeing? What is the one thing you'd say for them to do?
I think obviously the hardest bit is just to get started, really.
Yeah.
Just like once you start, and then just the consistency of stuff. Like, and you don't have to do loads. Just do a little bit every day. It's way better. You don't have to just kill yourself every day in the gym or read your diet and stuff. Just a little changes will benefit quite a lot. Yeah.
Love that. Appreciate your time. Thank you very much. So, what does health and wellbeing mean to you, Ali?
It's part of my life, my everyday life. So, because obviously I'm an athlete, so I have to focus and concentrate on it every day. Yeah.
So take us through that everyday period then. So what happens when you wake up? What's the first thing on your mind? What's the first thing you're doing?
First thing I do when I wake up, I probably plan my day, look at like my schedule because of obviously the training schedule, and then have my breakfast, make my way into training, and go from there really.
I'll tell you what, actually, I've just thought, as I asked you that question, how important is sleep to all of this health and wellbeing stuff that you focus on?
It's super important because if you don't sleep right, then you're already like putting yourself behind. You're behind schedule kind of. If you don't sleep, then you've not set yourself right for the day that's coming ahead. So it's very important.
And what sort of time frames are we looking at for sleep? Because I read the other day online that it's saying 5 hours is the tipping point for health, basically. Any less than 5 hours, you're really putting your health in jeopardy. But for an elite athlete, how much sleep are you looking for every night?
We get recommended at least bare minimum 8 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bare minimum.
Yeah, 8 hours sleep.
Listen, that's why I'm not a footballer, let me tell you that. And do you achieve that most days?
Yeah, I try my best to, but circumstances change all the time.
Yeah, man, life happens, doesn't it? Yeah. Life happens. What sort of things are you looking at then to prepare you for a good night's sleep? Is it an hour before? Do you turn your phone off? Are you having chamomile tea? What sort of things are you doing to ensure you get those 8 hours at least?
For me personally, I kind of struggle to sleep sometimes, so I'll put something on Netflix or something. That
Or a podcast, perhaps.
Or a podcast, whatever it is, but something that I know I can fall asleep to.
Yeah.
Once I start having to concentrate on TV, my eyes doze and I'm gone.
Love that. So you heard it here first, right? If you're struggling with your sleep, what do you recommend on Netflix? What sort of things are you watching at the moment?
The Watcher.
Watch The Watcher.
The Watcher.
On Netflix,
Yeah.
and it will send you right to sleep. So I appreciate that recommendation there. All right, let's go to breakfast. What sort of things are you having in the morning?
Porridge, a bit of fruit. I like bananas, to be honest.
Yeah, me too.
Porridge, fruit, toast. I have a green tea as well.
Yeah, get the metabolism flowing.
Yeah, I like green tea. With a bit of honey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I support that. Little life hack here for you as well. If you ever go Wagamama's, you know you can get unlimited green tea.
I didn't know that.
Listen, we share things on the Akin&saltfish digital network. We make sure people know what we're getting ourselves in for.
I didn't know that, but next time.
Yeah, order like literally. Me and my tables, we order like 12.
Yeah.
It'll be 3 of us, 4 of us. We order 12. We have as many green teas as we can handle, and it's all free. So now you know. Now I know you like green tea. Don't say we don't hook you up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, cost of living is good.
Yeah,
so,
he's not lying.
I don't mind the free drinks.
Yeah, he's not lying. All right, so training. I'm really interested in what training looks like. What position do you play?
Left back.
Left back. Okay, so is that endurance as well?
Yeah, but I'm a bit of a speedster as well.
Yeah. Okay, so speed and endurance.
Yeah.
What sort of training do you do now? I'm looking around this training room. Obviously, we're at the bikes right now.
Yeah.
Do you work on the bikes at all?
Yeah, the bikes. We use the bikes mainly for just to activate the legs, get the legs going before training.
Yeah. Is that every day?
Yeah, every day. It's part of what you might do. Do you know what I mean?
Wow.
So, yeah, we use the bikes for let's say 10 minutes just to activate the muscles. Or injured players also sometimes use the bikes as part of their actual training routine because maybe they're not able to use a certain specific muscle group, so they have to use the bikes to get a proper blowout.
Yeah, nice. I love that. And then the rest of the sort of equipment we're looking around right now, you can't see it on camera, of course, but there is, a bench press over there, a ski erg, aka the devil. I'm seeing some pull-up bars there. What's your daily routine look like, really?
We don't do gym every day, as in like proper work.
Okay.
But let's say I don't know, we'll do activation.
Yeah.
We'll activate the muscles first. Then like an upper session would be some pull-ups, some push-ups, maybe bench press, and some core work as well. Nice. Yeah.
So when we spoke to AK earlier, he mentioned how important a coach was for his training.
Yeah.
And I'm intrigued to ask you, Ali. What's the self-discipline? What sort of self-discipline do you have to engage with to be an elite sports person?
I think that's probably the most important thing, because if you're not in it, if you can't control yourself, if you can't motivate yourself to do what you need to do and to get what you need out of it, then you're not going to improve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what does that look like? Do you write yourself notes? Are you keeping a journal? Have you got an accountability partner? I noticed you and AK have quite a good relationship. So is it a matter of you two pushing each other and saying, "Come on, like"?
Yeah, I think.
How does that look?
Yeah, I think competition is definitely key, like to improve as an athlete, because it's a competition.
Yeah.
Whether it's healthy, whether you're up against someone, an opponent on a Saturday, competition is needed, and it helps you to like improve. Because, like for example, today in the gym, everyone was seeing how many push-ups they could do in a row.
What was the highest number?
The highest number was 50.
Hey,
highest
go
number
on.
was 50, but if without that competition, no one does the push-ups.
People are hitting 35 without competition. Yeah.
Yeah.
That extra 15 was just pure. I want to win.
Exactly. So
yeah, love that. Go on, shout out the Cobblers.
Yeah.
And if you think you can beat the Cobblers in a push-up competition, email akhi&saltfish@gmail.com and we can put you in touch. All right. So last thing from me, if you was to give someone who isn't an elite athlete some advice on how to maintain their health and well-being, what sort of things would you tell them?
First things first, I'd say kind of find out what works for you, because everyone has different bodies. Everyone's, their body reacts to things differently. So find out what works for you and stick to it, because you got to stick to what you know. Then from there, you can kind of branch out and, try different things.
Love that. Appreciate your time. Thank you so much. That has been Before Our Friends Die on the Akin&saltfish Digital Network. You've been joined by me, Kahvan, and Ali. What's your social media, by the way?
Ali Koiki.
Follow him. We'll put the details down below in the description as well. AK, sorry, I realised I didn't ask you your social media. Come on, come in the shot. Tell the people your social media, man. Let them know.
Yeah, it's just Akin.Ademir on Insta.
Wicked. We'll put that down below in the description as well. Thanks for joining us both, Akin and AK. Really, really appreciate it. Don't forget, on the 28th of October at the University of Northampton, on the ground floor in the Learning Hub, we've got a health and wellbeing extravaganza run by the GEM Network to make sure you can maintain your health and wellbeing. See you there.